Alright, I've got some gaming news here. I kind of want to go over quite a few stories. So I'll make it quick. This is a story from IGN. Resident Evil 4 Remake is removing quick time events and adding side quests and some new enemies. They have a video about it. I'm not going to show that, of course. But Capcom shared new details in the upcoming remake of Resident Evil 4. They'll remove quick time events, add side quests, and introduce breakable knives. There's a new cover story for Game Informer. The most significant change from the remake is that there will be no quick time events. If you play the original, the quick time events, they were interesting, I guess. I've recently replayed the game just because, and yeah, it's better that they're not in there. Well, I'll just put that, But it goes on and it mentions that side quests are also being added to the remake, stating that blue flyers located in-game are used to collect side quests for you to complete, with examples including solving a puzzle, tracking down and eliminating a specific enemy. The blue medallion collectible that was featured in the original will also be returning in the remake. They go on and talk about their 10 best Resident Evil games in their opinion. But moving on, Amazon reportedly buys the Tomb Raider franchise rights for $600 million. Now, as an add-on to the story, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is supposedly attached to Right. I don't know about Direct as well, but we'll see. The Embracer Group bought the rights to Tomb Raider and Hitman for $300 million from Square Enix, and then they turn it around, they flip it for double. Like, holy shit. There's a whole story about it. I'll link it in the description box if you want to read it for yourself, but that's crazy. I mean, it's, good for them, I guess. I mean, that's cool. Techland announces that the Dying Light franchise has sold through 30 million copies for Dying Light 1 and 2, which is amazing for like a new IP when it had first come out and so on and such forth. That's crazy. They got a whole thing about, they got like stats and stuff. Oops, I guess I'll go through there. Talk about, some of their locations and stuff. Then they talk about their key facts. Like Call of War, which is a game they'd done before. It sold over 5 million copies. And they talk about some of the business models, town technology, all that kind of stuff. Their games portfolio. Here's a game they had done. Then we'll move on. GoW Ragnarok is officially sold through 11 million copies. I kind of like that give. That's funny. But anyway, this whole thing comes about because PS5 shipments. Sony had done an earnings call and stuff. Let's see. They announced their financial results for the year. They got 46.4 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, 112 million active users on the PlayStation Network, which obviously includes all the big ones. Includes PS3, 4, and 5. Record 7.1 million PS5 units were shipped during the 3 months ended of December. Ended this year basically. And they talk about some of their units, software, and so on and such forth, and everything. I mean, it's really interesting. 32 million units. That's pretty good. I mean, considering they've had constraints with supplies and supply chain and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's obviously PlayStation's very successful. The games are coming out. Selling 11 million copies. That's something to sneeze at. And that's really good. I understand that some people might go, wow, like compare it to this or that or what. It doesn't matter. To me, it's like just I don't know what the God of War series has sold overall, but to sell 11 million copies, that's really good. Anyway, I just figured I'd do a quick video about all this kind of news. It's all interesting and stuff. Now, me personally, Resident Evil 4 Remake is what I'm most interested of. Although I do really like Dying Light, so I'm glad that they've sold 30 million units of that franchise so far. That's really cool. But the Resident Evil 4 Remake, that looks so freaking good. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.